What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shave Shack. Prior to the video, I've applied the Star Jelly Prickly Pear Pre-Shave from PAA. Just a little bit of that. And with the face, the soap of choice will be Talent Soap Factory. Colombiana. Summit. Beautiful label there, pretty self-explanatory what the theme of this soap's going to be. And there's your ingredients. If you're wanting those, there you go. First use of this, by the way. We're doing it together here. Scent off the tub, I'd give it a 4. It's more than just a coffee scent. I've got it whipped up here with the Semogue 830. Beautiful broken badger. Highly recommend these. They're my favorite non-artisan badger brushes, or boar brushes, sorry about that. Got it whipped up in a black scuttle, a small black scuttle. If anybody wants to get me a Christmas gift, I'll take the moon scuttle from PAA. Just saying, I hate, if they had just made this like 1.5 inches, 2 inches wider, it'd have been a great scuttle, but man, that's a shame. That's why I don't use it much, but hopefully, yeah, it's a little warm. It's been sitting there for about 10 minutes, so that's normal. But yeah, that's what we're using. We're going in with the winning razor from the Wet Shaving Club, I believe. Jake sells these over there from Yates Precision. Look them up, check them out. Does have a little magnet on the bottom. I got this from Ben over at the Soap Thing Project on YouTube. Really cool guy. Thank you, Ben, and all the other stuff you included. Really good dude he is. Really good channel too. Check him out. But we're gonna go ahead and get in with this. I planned on doing this a lot earlier, but since it's a morning theme shave, but it's not even lunchtime yet, so you guys will be seeing this on Monday, right around noon sometime, but this is actually 11:30 on Sunday. Super slick soap. Can't go wrong with it. I do have a matching splash for this one. I'm gonna have to build me some shelves around the Shave Shack here to keep my splashes so I can see each one instead of having to dig back in a row of 3 on some wider shelves. I'd just rather have a narrow shelf of 1 all the way around, and that would free up a lot of space for some more soaps. Well, the soaps I already have, it would free up some space off my towel rack so I can display those as well. It's a really creamy lather here. There's not really much scent off of it to my nose right now for some reason. It's very light, probably 3 in person out of 10. I'm going with a Tiger Platinum here. Really good blade. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. I think this is a negative exposure or neutral. It's not very much exposure, but it's got a little bit of gap. What drew me to this razor is the base plate, how it has all those shitload of dots. Super cool. It's got a very strange cutting angle to this, but it does cut very nicely. You can get used of it. It's nothing that you're gonna have to take weeks to get used of or anything, but let me see if I have a comparison here. Something normal. Come on, pick something normal. Okay. Here's the Pearl Blaze. Okay. Next to the Winning. As you see, a whole lot different. I mean, the Pearl Blaze is pretty much the industry standard for the DE plate and top cap. As you see, the Winning has a very, very narrow slope on the top cap, which causes suction sometimes in the shave. Jake had mentioned that he's working on a new top cap to prevent that. I've asked him about it a couple times. He said he's still working on it. He's real busy pumping out the 921 razors in titanium and stainless and copper and whatever y'all want him in, I guess. He's been really busy, so hopefully in the near future, sooner than later, he'll start manufacturing those new top caps, because it would really improve this razor a lot. I love this razor. I've just got quite a few razors. There's not enough shaves to go through all the razors like I'd like to, but I'm not complaining. And I heard a guy, can't remember who it was, in the community say he got rid of most of his gear because it wasn't as fun to him anymore having to think, what am I going to use? What am I going to use? What brush? What razor? What soap? What blade? What this? What that? So he downsized quite a bit. Took about 3/4 of his collection and sold it. And he says he's kept about 10 or 15 soaps, 4 or 5 brushes, and 3 or 4 razors, and that's it. I don't know. I don't have that problem yet, I don't think. he said he would get to the point where he would just not even shave because he couldn't make up his mind. So I'm not there. Obviously I'm shaving, so don't want to get to that point. And I could see somebody getting to that point easily if you have enough money, because there's artisans pumping out scents like fucking toilet paper. And yeah, it's really easy to go broke entirely. Nobody wants to talk about those parts of the hobby. I know people that have went straight bankrupt, got divorced, wife left them, lost their kid, all because of this. And it can happen real easy to the common man. This was meant to save you money from cartridge razors, and it can. But once you take it to the hobby level, all that saving money shit's out the door. And you can't control your hobby, as most of us have. We were always going to want more, but common sense and lack of money stops us from that. And I guess to quite a few of you, your marriage. I don't have to worry about that part right now, but just would you rather shave or eat? I mean, that's common sense. Would you rather shave or drive? Would you rather have a new soap or be stranded on the side of the road with a flat tire because you didn't get tires because you wanted a bunch of shave sets? You know what I mean? Like, the layman doesn't get it. You have to be in the hobby to understand it. You have to have went down the rabbit hole. You have to have at least $100 razor to understand what I'm talking about. I want to talk about that because it needs to be talked about. And I don't mean just right here. I'm getting whiffs of this every now and again. I put on a fragrance earlier. I think it's blocking most of it, but it is a very light scent indeed. But it's a very good scent. Speaking of the scent, it's got coffee beans, freshly roasted, freshly brewed coffee with hints of rum, brandy, brown sugar, and cocoa beans. So, if I wouldn't have applied that pre-shave, I probably would have picked up on it more, but I think that pre-shave's going old. It's got some type of weird smell to it, that's why I'm trying to get rid of it. But anyway, back on the rabbit hole portion. I like to find somebody to go live with on Instagram. To discuss those parts of the hobby that everybody tries to hide. And talk about all the mistakes we made getting in the hobby. Preferably somebody that's been in the hobby for over 2 years. year and a half, 2 years. Somebody that's went down the rabbit hole, obviously. And John, you'd be a good one to talk to. Really the only one that comes to mind, trying to shave and talk and think. But yeah, I'd like to discuss it. Really, a lot of people just want to forget about it. When they know good and damn well it's affecting them, they just want to. I don't want to speak on that. I don't have a problem. I want to talk about what made us get into financial problems with it and how to avoid them, and that way we can keep newcomers to the hobby away from that. That way they can recommend it to their friends, family, without, well, I went broke, but this, you know what I mean? Like, about ruined my marriage, but, you know, I want to spread a positive meaning to the hobby without making it lame and boring, but at the same time without making the modern razor look good, because there's nothing good about it. I mean, it's all plastic. I got a few weepers. Oh well. This means I got a close shave. Anyway. I'm gonna go across and then gonna do my aftershave and we'll be out of here. Thank you to everybody that watches the whole video. Really means a lot to me. Likes the video, all that. But there's BBS, all that. Like, I didn't even hear one hair pluck. It's a damn good razor, I'm telling you that. I could only imagine the layman that rolls across this channel. They're probably like, what is these weirdos doing? Why in the hell are they talking about all these high dollar razors and why the hell they got all those soaps? I like to be a fly on the wall when they stumble on one of our videos. It's so funny. But yeah, if you're part of the NC Wetheads Facebook group, and you're interested in the group soap we're trying to put together, now would be the time to get on it, because I'm giving it to January 1st. And if we don't reach the minimum, which is 76 soaps, not counting the splashes, just 76 soaps accounted for, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I got a couple of chaps wanting multiple sets. couple blokes wanting a soap. I got a senorita wanting a soap or two. Got maybe 16, 17, 18, something like that. Soaps accounted for, but we got to get to 80 pretty much. 76, pretty much 80, so we're nowhere near it. And in my head, if we can't get there by the 1st of January, then we're just not going to get it. And it's going to be a shame because it's going to be a damn good soap. It's probably going to take a couple months just to pinpoint the profile down. Then another bit of time to get it done. I mean, it's not a fast process when you want to get something right. So please jump over there if you're interested. And thank you to all the people that already have. Maybe when we get to 350, if this doesn't work, maybe it'll work then. I'm not going to give up on the project. I really want us to have our own group soap.